For last week's video, there were 23 people who commented on it, last Friday's video. And first place prize is going to be this Polyphemus moth sticker from the Portland Insectarium. Second place prize is going to be a green ghost mantis sticker from shapesinnature.com. And Elytra and Antenna Publishing has offered up this Invertebrates magazine issue for the third place winner. Let's pick the winners who commented in last week's Friday video called Not Quite a Bugroom Tour #1. And here we go. There were 23 unique commenters. First place prize is Alex Brinson. Second place prize for the green ghost mantis sticker. That white backing comes off, by the way. Invertebrate Dude. Good job, Tristan. Always nice to see you participating. And then for the Invertebrates magazine, I don't know, maybe this should be the first place prize. It's pretty awesome. They talk about Glomeris pulchra, actually, in this issue. These pill millipedes roll up into a ball like pill bugs do. And those are actually featured in today's video. Wayne Nemec, you win again. When only 23 people comment on my videos, the channel is relatively new, you guys all have a really good chance at winning every single week. And I think that's 2 weeks in a row for you, Wayne. Thank you all for participating by commenting in last week's video, and let's get to the next contest and video. So you just saw the conclusion to last week's contest. This week, what's up for grabs? First place, $30 gift certificate to shopping on my website, bugsincyberspace.com. By the way, I'm Peter Clausen. I don't introduce myself in every video. I should. Second place prize is going to be this really awesome sticker. I don't know if you can see it shimmering there, but this is a prism sticker. Basically, you peel that white backing off, and if you were to put it on a window, your car, or your house, it will actually, when the sun shines through it, create prisms that sort of blanket the surrounding area with rainbows. Very cool. This is from the Portland Insectarium, by the way. You saw their other sticker a moment ago. And this one here is a brand new sticker that they sell on their website, pdxinsectarium.org. Local Portland company, sponsor of our contests here frequently, and also another Portland company. I'm in Portland, Oregon too, by the way. From shapesinnature.com, also the white backing removes to leave this beautiful brown ghost mantis sticker. It's Friday again when you're watching this video, and it's been a busy week. All weeks are busy, I suppose. One of the big changes in the week for me was I revamped the terms and conditions on the website. Because it's summertime and because I've been still sort of managing the volume of orders due to the social distancing regulations and not having enough help here lately because of them, I removed the minimum order requirement on the website. And what I did was, since it is summertime and since it's getting hot everywhere, I changed the terms and conditions so that express mail is now required for all orders. And a lot of people will be reluctant to order because they can't choose the cheaper priority mail option. And unfortunately, this will affect some people who live in cool weather places, but really it's summertime and the weather can be unpredictable. A package going to somewhere just out of Los Angeles, for example, will have to pass through Los Angeles where it may be hotter than it is in, say, San Diego or one of the coastal cities. And so this is really what's best for the bugs anyway. And I think that will help some people who were going to choose maybe express mail anyway, because it's always the right choice. It's the fastest shipping method that I ship by. I think it will help a lot of people to not have to worry about that minimum order anymore. I want to give a quick shout out to a YouTube channel called Un Poco de Todo. Once again, for maybe the third or fourth time, they featured one of my videos. It was a video about a snail that I took on the side of my house. They featured it in their Un Poco de Todo is Spanish for a little bit of everything video. And so they do a daily video where they pick some things that they call the best from the internet that day, and they feature it on their channel that has millions of followers. And that's a real honor for me because my parents live in Mexico, where that channel is broadcasted from, and they've actually lived there for 20 years, and I may live there someday myself. So thank you, Un Poco de Todo. They're always super friendly, really appreciate them when they email me, and they always credit me in their caption and on the video too, and they're also on Instagram and TikTok now, so thank you to them. A little heads up, I'm going to be collaborating on a video soon with Russ from Aquarimax, and I'm looking forward to that very much. Russ has been a contact and friend, and in the past a customer. We have traded things. One of the veteran hobbyists with a really great YouTube channel. If you haven't checked out Aquarimax, I do recommend it. He does a lot for me here on YouTube. I was a little bit late in getting to the YouTube game again after having a channel a long time ago where I never really talked. I just kind of put music in the background and didn't really work hard on that YouTube channel. So I started it up again a few years ago, and he's really done a lot to help me to grow my channel again by mentioning me on his channel, doing some unboxing videos, and just sort of dropping my name on a regular basis. So thank you, Russ, and again, everybody, please go check out his channel. This video today is part 2 of Not Quite a Bug Room Tour. I showcase a real variety of bugs here, everything from pill millipedes to a brand new millipede species that you guys have never seen before. It is a new and exclusive millipede that is going to appear on my website in conjunction with this video, as is one other thing that I have never actually sold through the website, but that you will see showcased in this video. And you'll see when I mention it that it is available. They're going to sell out very quickly. Not talking about the millipedes so much. They will actually sell out quickly, but only because I have a limited number of them at the time this video is going up. But then the next day, Saturday, I'm going to acquire another little batch of them. The other thing though, I promise you it's going to sell out so quickly, so the early birds in this case will definitely get the worm. And I don't know when I'm going to get more of these same things again. I'm going to start trying to provide more value to you guys, not just in the way of these contests that I do every Friday. Those are just small prizes, and not in the quality and the diversity of bugs that I feature on the channel, but in offering you guys some sort of exclusive heads ups on things that are coming onto the website that people on Instagram or people who are coming to my website just sort of randomly checking for certain things on a regular basis may not be expecting. And so that's something that I want to do more regularly here on this YouTube channel as a way of giving back to you guys for the participation you guys show through your likes and your comments down below. It's really those things that help this channel grow, and the growth, I mean, I have no shame in admitting that the growth is very important to me. Not only do I run a business that involves around getting attention here from social media, and I do quite well on Instagram. I just passed 80,000 followers on Instagram, but that growth is important to me because this YouTube channel is important to me. I love making these videos. I want to make them for the rest of my life. I actually want this YouTube channel to be a focal point in my business, and so I'm putting in a little bit of time into it every week, and you guys see that reflected here. I have showed you, I think in the last video, the Bugroom Not Quite a Bugroom video, part 1, how many clips go into making these videos, or maybe it was the video before where I went out to Central Oregon, the Oregon High Desert. But there are so many individual clips that go into these videos, and it's a lot of work to make the videos and then to rewatch them, to edit them, to make them interesting for you guys. And in the spirit of keeping things interesting for you guys, I will stop rambling now. It's no difficult task for me to just sort of ramble on about bugs, even if there isn't somebody on the other end participating in the conversation. So thank you guys very much for watching this video. And again, comments, thumbs up, anything you can do to participate on this channel is very welcomed, and I'm very grateful for your support. Thank you. Hey, anybody who got these saw-toothed millipedes from me, I'd love to hear how yours are doing in the comments down below. Got another millipede to show you guys. Taking some millipede video for you guys here. And I can tell that there's some commotion going on here in my backyard between the crows and the jays. Well, they're working together to flush an owl out of hiding. The reason I know that is because it happens all the time. Maybe we'll get lucky and see it here in a moment. When the owl flies, moves very quickly, silently though. I see a hummingbird over in another direction, but it's just a matter of time now before they chase the owl out, and I think it just went there. Yes, I think they chased it over into another tree, but we didn't get to see it. But they're rather aggressively moving on that owl. Oh, there it goes. Flew back up into the tree over there. You may see the mayflies there dancing above the water down below, moving up and down. That's a mating dance they do. Up and down. They're about an inch, inch and a half long. We're zoomed in quite a bit here at this point. Sort of got lucky in being able to get that into focus. That's what happens when I step on a pine cone. I can see it now. It is a squirrel. The owl is standing very tall. barred owl very recently on Instagram. I had posted some nighttime video of the sounds they were making. I didn't know what kind of animal was making the sound. I would guess this owl is about 10 feet away from me and probably about 14 inches from head to tail. Just having a snooze here. Nice warm Portland, Oregon day. So a quick little video here on these dragon boat millipedes, Oregon species. Long and slender. That millipede is approaching 3 inches, and they're pretty fast moving millipedes. Some of you may be familiar with Mardonius. People often confuse the AGBs, the African giant black millipedes, Archispirostreptus gigas, with Mardonius, another large but not nearly as large African species. Something about the velvety appearance here reminds me of Mardonius, although what I see in Mardonius is even more amazing, I think, in this species. Those striations there on the cuticle intersegmentally. You can see every other segment appears to have that beautiful texture to it, sort of a silvery blue, black. What goes on down there? So this species here, backing up, it's going to go up on the website for the first time in conjunction with this video too. So there you go. 2 special heads up for you guys in this one video. Glowspot roaches. There's tons of them in there. That's an adult female. 2 more females tucked in there. I actually nibble on that cork bark. Let's see if we can find an adult male to show you. Sort of the namesake of the species. There's one right there. You see those 2 glowspots. And it looks like this culture is doing very well. Lots of movement there in the substrate. I'm going to flip this one back over. Substrate's a little loose. I've got some bark and stuff in here, but they've kind of nibbled through it over the last couple of years since I put bark in again, so I should probably add some more bark to that. Drop some produce in here for them. A little variety, a little bit of this and that. Another one kind of upside down in the substrate, and a bunch of fish pellets goes in the substrate. Spraying, mostly spraying the sides here. I don't like to spray the substrate directly. As you can see, they have a little trouble moving through the steeper substrate sometimes when they are disturbed, and the wet substrate will sort of stick to them and gum up their movements a little bit. So that looks good for now. Throw a few more of them up on the website and move on to the next book. Pretty fast. A little bit jumpy. Kind of like a jumping spider. Gorgeous species. Creobroter, gemmatus. Jeweled flower mantis. Of course, when they are mature, they have wings and are very pretty. Smaller than the perhaps more familiar spiny flower mantises, but interesting to look at all the way through the life cycle. Those triangular eyes. Since I made those first 2 video clips you just watched, we've got a female, an adult female here. She's got her wings now. Just molted here in the past couple days. Thought I'd share that with you since I've got some more footage of the life cycle available to us here. That typical sort of flower mantis dancing there, and the cleaning. Down here we've got Idolomantis diabolica and friends wanting to do some dance party too. Bonus coverage for you guys here. I wasn't planning on including them in this video, but figured I'd give you a little extra treat here. You know what that is? Bet you can't even, I'll bet most of you can't even guess what that is. See if we can dig up a few others here. Ah, there's another. And another. We'll give them a moment here, sort of wake up and do their thing. Let's check out these little things that had wrapped themselves up into a ball. This one here is Grammostola. This one here is not Grammostola pulchra. This one here is Glomeris pulchra. Getting mixed up with a tarantula there, the taxonomy. For a moment. Speaking of mix-ups, people often confuse these with pill bugs, isopods, but in fact they are millipedes, a species of millipede that uses the same tactics as isopods like pill bugs or armadillos to roll themselves up into a ball to protect themselves from predators. Just love the spotting on these, and like other millipedes, they've got 2 pairs of legs per segment. Can't see that from the top side here, but something else moving just a little bit in a hole there to the right of the isopod. We'll investigate that here in a moment. Oh, there's one, a springtail. Nope, that's a mite crawling through the substrate. Very common soil organisms, very common in households too. Don't worry about them at all. And then that other one in the hole there must also be a mite then. Appears to be burrowing down now into the substrate. Just love these funny little millipedes. I doubt these orange spot dominoes are reproducing yet, but we'll take a look at the adults anyway. Some of you will be more familiar with the white spot domino roaches. These orange spot ones came into the hobby quite a few years after the white spot ones, and also after the related question mark roaches in the same genus Therea. And so just opening this container up both to do a little tank maintenance and to see if maybe any nymphs have been produced in there. Substrate's a bit dark, feels nice and moist. Conditions are right for the eggs to hatch. Probably just need to add a little bit more heat in here. Lots of adults appearing, Here's a nymph, not a particularly small nymph. I'd say that's a medium to large sized nymph. And I can see this one over here. This is definitely a subadult. It's going to be molting into an adult very soon. You can already see those 4 sort of paler spots there. Those are the beginnings of what will later become the wing covers. I didn't know it until a couple years ago, but one of the diagnostic features in determining a species is the second set of wings, what they call the flying wings, even though they are teeny, teeny, tiny and occur underneath the wing covers here. Underneath there, if you were to lift these up, and they do separate a little bit, but those flying wings beneath them are so tiny and vestigial, maybe a couple millimeters long, but I guess taxonomists use those as a key to distinguishing between very related looking species. Throw in a jelly cup for these. Species also likes crushed leaf litter. Can break up some leaves in there. Throw a few pieces of this melon in there because they like that too. Blueberry, another piece of melon, and fish food pellets, of course. And again, they'll be good for a couple weeks. I hope that the next time I open up this container, we'll see some babies hatching from the egg cases. So, pest control just came to the house. He's looking at the yard. He's like, wow, you've got a lot of yard maintenance. And I said, no, just let it grow. He's like, well, I service 9 of the houses on your block. You guys have got a lot of problems with stink bugs here and spiders and box elder bugs and things like that. He knew what a box elder bug was. That's more than most of them. Anyway, he just want to go away. He's persisting. He's telling me that I don't need to worry about the bugs outside so much. It's the ones that are getting into the house that is making everybody freak out around here. And I said, I've got doors and windows and walls for that. Not interested. Move on down to the next street. Just show you one of our wolf spiders here. This one here is a female. She's pretty good sized. See there? Now she's missing her right front leg. See that? We'll do a feeding demonstration with her. I'll go grab a cricket. You guys might like to watch that. Well, sorry about that. I forgot to hit record on the camera when I threw the cricket in the tank with her. You can see here in the close-up the connection point for where that missing leg would have been, and give you a little eye shine there as the camera reflects in the eyes of the wolf spider. And that cricket will be envenomated. The tissues within it will be broken down, and the spider will feed on it. So, since it's been a week since I made those other 2 video clips you just watched, the spider's hungry again, and I just put a dubia cockroach in the container here. Well, now the spider's going to get out. I'm going to carefully move it back down there. See that dubia roach down there? Spotlight on dubia roach. And for those of you that can't see the spider, well, that wasn't the most impressive feeding response I've ever seen. That's the thing about dubia roaches. They sort of play dead. They don't generate the same feeding response that crickets or Turkestan roaches do. So, oh, well, there we go. Getting a little bit of smack it up, flip it, rub it down action from the spider there. Gonna turn this a bit so that we can better see what we want to see. And I think I'll pop the camera off actually. And well, we don't need another close-up of predator versus prey, do we? This is a more than foregone conclusion at this point. The next species check out here, the Beetlejuice isopods. The size on these. Look at the size of that isopod. Isn't that beautiful? Do have some smaller ones here in this other container. Going to be posting on the website in conjunction with this video. You folks here on YouTube get the special heads up this time. Everybody wants them. Supply is very limited. So just by watching this video, you got a little bit of an edge over everybody else about their availability. Try to do more announcements like this for you guys here on YouTube. Really like the contrast in colors between this branch filled with the different kinds of lichen and the cartoonish coloration of these beautiful Beetlejuice isopods. Yep, one of my favorite species. Wally on Supreme Gecko recently, who had a little contest where he was asking people what their favorite species of isopod was. Really enjoyed that video, and I was with him on these being my own personal favorites. I don't usually pick favorites, but these are just so magnificent. Coming into focus. Next species here, you might say, it's a little jumpy. Phidippus audax. Saw the drag line there. Trail behind them. After they jump, it sort of a security measure. And oh, I thought I might be able to pull it back up by the drag line, but it didn't quite work. See if we can zoom in a little bit closer. Everybody likes the close-up shots of jumping spiders. So fun to watch them move, like little robots. Demonstrate their acrobatics here a bit. I've never been bitten by a jumping spider. A lot of people find jumping spiders to be the scariest of spiders. I've never really understood that. They really seem to have pretty distinct difference in the way people react to them. Pretty extreme in how some people find them to be the scariest of spiders, and then other people aren't afraid of them at all. Some people think they're like the teddy bears of the spider world, and then others find them to be, because of their ability to jump, the most terrifying. Those metallic green chelicerae, very pretty in this species. The white markings, really very gentle spiders, a little bit difficult to wrangle sometimes, as you can see. Check on our Dynastes grantii larvae. Probably list a few up on the website. There's one right there. This will turn into the largest species of rhino beetle in the United States. The Western Hercules beetle. You can see the head of another larva down there below the surface. Pretty sure I had a few more of these left, and we'll get them up on the website too. Hey, if you like me, give me one of those thumbs up, and please subscribe and hit the little bell so you know when I post next. Please share me with your friends on social media. Thank you for watching.